Boom. Boom.
Here on the
Daily Boom,
in a metal retardation center costing
PayPal and Super Chat.
will be built is to identify all of the causes of mental retardation and to develop more effective techniques of treatment and rehabilitation. The ability to prevent mental retardation is our ultimate goal. To reach this point,
YouTube, Discord, participants,
and the federal government have all come a long, long way.
Now, many of these
Flat Earthers.
so severely retarded that it would be difficult, if not impossible, to take care of them at home. So all we can offer them is good care and sympathetic understanding. But there are other
Flat Earther.
in these institutions who really need not be there. Those are the ones that are classed as trainable or educable, and you'll hear more about them later.
Are we resorting to comedy hour now? Obviously, gravity. La La Land is reserved for special people that double speak, that say open is closed, closed is open. La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity. Obviously. La La Land, La La Land, La La Land, we are in La La Land. Gravity. Obviously.
Boom, boom. Can you hear me? Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom! Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I gotta do like Brian. Oh, hello. From Florida to your YouTube universe, Jose JG, boom. I'm in the house. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We are happy, thrilled, and excited to be here in this, your festivities of the Thursday. How about that? We are on the Daily Boom Live Discord server. Daily Boom Discord server. The channel is YouTube Live. So I appreciate everybody for coming in. Thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, and support the channel if you enjoy what you are watching. Hit the thumbs up. PayPal, Super Chat, join us on Discord, and have fun. I really appreciate it. Yesterday, I did nothing, no money whatsoever. Today, hopefully, it's a difference. I am behind big time. I am in need of everybody's help. So anything that you can support, I will really appreciate it. I'll take it. I'll give you a proper shout out. And I thank you, my mama thank you, and my chihuahuas thank you. I really do need your support. Shout out to RT96. RT needs a physical measurement of Thursday. None of this calculated mathematical dialectic NASA propaganda bullshit. Okay? So shout out to RT. Real Sick News. Steve Wilson. Charlie Welch. Martin. Fred Bailey. Farmer's Boy. Trismegistus. Bigus Dogus. All of you are here. Stefan Mudd. And Stone Monkey. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Do you guys know? I didn't know that yesterday was a occultation day for Mars. I didn't know that. Why anybody told me that it was an occultation day for Mars? What the hell, man? Why you guys didn't tell me that? So I caught that by looking up to the sky. I said like, whoa, what is that little dot so close to the moon? I didn't know what that little dot was close to the moon. And I Googled it, and it says Mars occultation. But the more I read, I say, whoa, wait, what's going on? The Mars occultation will be visible in the States, everywhere but in the southeast coast. You know, guys, where I am, right? I am in the southeast coast. So I was unable to see the occultation of Mars. Did I try to get it? Yes, I did. Did I get some moon video clips and with Mars very close? Yes, I did. Did I go like every 1 hour and a half or 2 hours a few times? Yes, I did. And then I realized like, yeah, damn it, I'm not going to see Mars hiding behind that. Shame. So let's open the Discord server Daily Boom voice chat, and everybody can join in. You are all welcome. first thing we're gonna present is those video clips of the moon and all the good stuff. I didn't know where Saturn was. I tried to capture Saturn, but I didn't get a Saturn shot because it was not visible. Stefan Mod with 200 Nokia super chat. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Stefan Mod. I appreciate it very much. Good looking out, man. Thank you for your support. Farmer's Boy.
Hello there. Sorry. Something in my throat. Don't know what it was.
Are you guys here? Farmer Boy here. I think I heard him. The way I hear Brian Logic, but I don't see him.
Okay. Mine is here.
Gotta be somewhere.
How's it going?
Think everything's good. Think, are you there? Mic check. You want him?
I am. I'm here.
Good, good. I think the camera, the visual versus the voice, it is slightly different off, but whatever. I don't care.
There's a fraction of a second or something. Enough to notice, but
It's alright.
yeah.
I think I'll turn the camera now. I think I'll just go home now.
No.
Oh man. I'm gonna try to share the screen for my SD card for the P900 and see if we can get something here. Let me work on it. I hope that the laptop it doesn't just be lagging and messing up with me and shit like that. Okay, I got lots of clips. I think the whole thing. Wait. Confusion.
Oh, go away, cat.
Okay, this
it
is from
worked.
the 7th. And this is for the 1st. All right.
Of course, you know what else yesterday was as well.
What was yesterday?
Well, 7th of December was the day of infamy, wasn't it?
Was the what? The day what?
That's when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay. There was an
That was
anniversary.
the 7th of December. What was that? 1941, I believe.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. And was it the president that said this was a day that would live in infamy or something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. How about that? A few more people showed up in the YouTube chat. Hold on, I'm multitasking here, and it is tough to get this working on because of the lagginess of the laptop. Jim's Mind, Citizen 9, Zebulon 181, Nerd Alert. Thank you for being here, guys. Everybody. Okay, let me see if I can share the screen. If we can get this on view. I'm struggling today with this. Struggling. And I don't even have many windows open, but it's just lagging. It's just an old laptop, man. Miracle that I've been for so many years since I started doing this with the same laptop, bro. Same good old laptop. Keyboard don't work. The touch screen doesn't work. Yeah, it's all kinds of a mess. But hey, I'm still rocking it, man. We're still getting live shows on. How about that?
Yeah, pretty cool.
This is one of the earliest. When I caught the moon and see if I can. There's some shitty shots. I haven't used the P900 in a while. I tried to sort out the moon so we can see the moon and Mars in the same shot and get some kind of a make it look good. But yeah, it gets better as the video clips go by. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see, look at this. What a mess. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, that's Mars right there, I think.
Oh yeah, because that we briefly saw the moon there.
It looked, but with my bare eyes, it looked a lot. Mars looked closer to the moon than zooming in with the camera big time.
Yeah.
That's the best quality I can get Mars with my P900, right there. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, well, P900 isn't a telescope, is it?
Yeah. It is something, you know.
Oh yeah, it's got a very good lens on it, but yeah, it ain't a telescope.
Yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate, it's cool to look at the moon through the P900, when zoom in and look at the details like this stuff. This is cool to look at.
Yeah.
And then the shittiest tripod that I have also, it doesn't help much. It's all right.
Right, so presumably as I look out my window, I can see the moon. And there's something, hey, it's totally clear at the moment. We're getting sharp frosts every night. It's bloody cold over here. So there's the moon, and up sort of top right, there's something. I presume then that's Mars. I mean, it's just it's just a point of light in the sky for me. But let's just check.
Just a dot.
Okay, this sky map. Let's have a look and see if that is actually Mars I'm seeing. Yes, it is. I can see the moon and I can see Mars. And I have to say, although it's a dot, it does look like a reddish dot. It's not just a pure white speck.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sort of an orangey redness about it.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the distance, kind of, to get an idea. When I started recording, it wasn't too close. It wasn't too far.
Right now, where you can see it, you can see Mars down at bottom left in this shot, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it over the other side, sort of diametrically opposed, sort of top right rather than bottom left.
Right. But as the night progresses, it moved. I mean, it went closer to the moon, and it went like to the right.
Yep.
I got that going on. I just took a bunch of shots like super close like this, trying to capture something. Actually, and I saw a couple, I don't know if it were bats or birds or something, but there were a few of those going across the camera view. Trying to observe, taking my time and see if I can catch any of those here. It happened fast.
Yeah.
And I said like, yeah, look at that. I captured some rocket flying by the moon or something. I doubt it, but I was hopeful.
Yeah, you won't see Orion out there. It's just too small.
Damn it. Is it too small because it's too far from the Earth?
Yes. So it's too small and too far for a P900.
Okay. Oh, there you go. See something? Something flew by. Hold on.
Something.
Hold on. Something flew by. Oh, let's see. Like 10. Let me see. Something is gonna fly by in a second. Very fast and small. Like I seen the ISS videos, it looked like that. Fuck.
Yeah.
I hope I can find it. There you go.
Yeah, I saw it.
112, 111. Hold on. 113. There you go. Little insect flew by.
Yeah, it looked like a bird to me, or an insect.
Yeah. It looked like it was flapping wings or something.
It was a moonbird.
A moonbird.
Are those a thing? Moonbirds?
Well, I guess they are now. I think you've just invented them.
Do you think it might be one of the Brian Lickett's god Egyptian gods?
Well, I suppose it could be. I mean, if he thinks a space station is an Egyptian goddess, then yeah, why not?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Who's this? Who's this guy right here?
I'm guessing that you've either gone out and filmed the interstate late at night, or that's Jupiter.
Yeah.
And some of the moons, because
Now you got movement here, so you get a better idea of what's going on.
yeah, yes, because you can see that they're moving with it.
Yeah, it's Jupiter.
Cool.
Yeah, it's observations like that that just blow my mind how flat earthers can not get it, you know?
I don't think it's a case that they don't get it. I think it's a case that they don't want to. It really doesn't matter what you show them. They don't want to accept it, so they're not going to. I think we've all learned that by now over the years, you know, when you just present all of this stuff to them and they come up with some bullshit excuse or just revert to nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
you
absolutely
keep
right.
seeing these horribly out of focus, blurry photos of planets and say, look, NASA's lying to us because I couldn't get that image. I got this. Well, A, you're using a camera that B, you haven't focused, and C, NASA are using some extremely strong and powerful telescopes, or they're showing images taken by probes that have flown past the bloody planet in question. You know, you're not going to get shots like that here on Earth, and you're certainly not going to get shots if you don't know how to focus your bloody camera.
Yeah.
And all you're getting is horrible distortion through the atmosphere, and it looks like you're looking at a drop of water or something. Yeah, well.
With a P1000, I think is a lot clearer, the shots. A little bit clearer, at least, than the P900. Which is not the best, but many flat earthers got a P1000s, and I don't know, they're lacking on taking some video clips and pictures of like Jupiter and Saturn and stuff like that, even stars, but clear pictures, you know?
Yeah, well, of course, if they wanted decent pictures, they'd go out and buy themselves a telescope and then take photos through the telescope.
Well, I mean, some
I
have
guess-
done that, right? Except that then they intentionally unfocus the image so that they can get that water effect.
Yes. Or you get, and what is very apt that considering that Jose has used the Geron to take these photos, is that Geron took bloody images of the ISS transiting the moon, and yet he's still a flat earther. I mean, go figure. He got some very, very good images of the ISS passing in front of the moon, and he'll still. That's the sort of thing. Yeah, he'll still talk bollocks about the flat Earth. You know.
This is a star. This is a black hole star. A blue black hole star, I call it.
Oh dear, that's a lovely out of focus shot, that isn't it?
It's a random star. Jingling and wobbling. It looks cool. Look at that. It's orangey now, not blue anymore. It looked like a donut, big time.
Looks like an eye to me. It's watching you, man.
Yeah. It's the Eye of Horus. Oh no. Ooh.
The Eye of Agamotto. It's cool. It's hard to get stars out of focus like that. I don't know how they get him so easy. Okay. Still far away, Mars down here. And then the moon up there. It looks so tiny when you get him in focus, both. Like, try to get both in focus. Look, it's just a tiny dot. What Mars is over here.
Yeah, well, the distances involved are quite something.
Yeah, and then you got some, like, this kind of, weird focus and halos and bullshit light going on. Hard to get them in focus, both, for real. And then I just let some videos run like that, like just doing the transit or whatever. Looks nice.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. It's nice that you got a camera that can get shots like that. Mine just no, it can't do it.
Yeah. Lens flares the previous pictures with the lens flares. Yeah, man, I really thought I was gonna get a Mars occultation over here, man.
Are you kind of outside of the city, or?
I'm in Florida over here, but they say like in this area, in the southeastern coast of United States, it's not gonna be occulted. It's gonna go close by, but it's not gonna be occulted. So it went like it was far in the bottom left, and then it went like move up close, and then it went like this way. But it never got behind it. It never got.
What I meant is like I just don't think I could get an image like that because of all of the light pollution around me.
Oh no, I'm in the city. There's all kinds of lights over here. But yeah, for some reason, when you're zooming like close like this, yeah, it looks decent.
Maybe I'll have to give it a try. I do have a rather nice camera. I just have never tried to photograph the moon.
Yeah. It was still very far away. Look at the Mars down here, all the way down here. And even though it was a full moon, there was still kind of, some in the edge, in the around. It wasn't perfectly smooth. There was some craters kind of visible around it.
Yeah, my stepfather has a nice telescope, and he's gotten some incredible photos of the moon. I don't know if I can find some, but he's gotten some really good ones.
Yeah. If anybody want to share anything on the Discord, Daily Boom Live, we'll share those after I play my few video clips. And this one we're just close zooming like all the way past the optical zoom, like digital zoom all the way. It looks all kinds of laggy on YouTube, maybe, but hey, whatever. I don't think it's too bad. Let me see if I know there's another big bird that fly by when I'm really zooming like this. Another flying objects. Trismegistus was indoctrinated with the heliocentric mindset at a young age. Thoughts on that comment?
Indoctrinated by someone.
What did he allow? Why did he allow himself to get indoctrinated?
I think we might be getting this confusion between indoctrination and education. I think Flurfs are very good at disregarding and trying to forget their education. When they say, "Oh, I used to believe the same things you do," then I did some research. Yeah, I just took a photo out the window with my phone, so
Yeah.
I've got lots of reflection and lots of glare. But you can see the moon, and you can see this little dot of light that's called Mars. But that's from my phone. I didn't even bother zooming in because I'm like indoors with the light on.
This jumpiness and waviness on those videos is the wind. Look, Mars is a little more to the right than it was. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
way more to the left. Now it's more kind of in this area. This was a little bit later. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours later. Yeah, very nice moonshots.
Yeah, cool. Good stuff.
See, I'll take my time and I watch it on my own to see if I can make a clip of the birds flying by.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
long video clips. And then, zoomed out. Let me let it run this last minute. Oh, it take his ass time to do the transit, eh? And I don't have any like a fancy tripod with tracking and none of that shit. It's just a good old flimsy tripod, you know.
Yeah.
That's why the wind affected so much.
Oh yeah, they do say if you want a good tripod, then yeah, you've got to spend some money on them. 'Cause, yeah, you can get a tripod, but the slightest gust and it starts wobbling.
Oh yeah.
It's like anything else. If you want a good bit of kit, you've generally got to pay for it, haven't you?
Yep, that's it. That's it. 13 likes, 27 watching. Can we hit a few more people? Can hit the thumbs up, please? There you
I think
go.
they ought.
You see, like when you're seeing, like with your own eyes, look something like this. Like you look a lot closer than when you're
Yeah,
zooming.
yeah. Oh yeah, when you zoom in, yeah, makes all the difference.
Yeah. Looks like a lump of self-illuminating plasma to Citizen 9. Yes.
Self-illuminating plasma. Nobody ever did explain how that worked.
Yes. How close it looks in here, with all this glare going on the moon. Cold plasma, not just plasma, cold plasma.
Ah, of course, yes, cold plasma.
Yes.
As if plasma was something solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a bunch of video with different kind of settings and absorption of light and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And this is, I think, probably some stars that they were around. Some stars that I tried to get them. They're hard because they're tiny dots. First to locate them with the P900 is tricky, and then just the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what is coming up? I think this is a little later when the Mars was closer now. Would be a lot closer to the moon in a minute. This is it. Look at that. It looks a lot closer now, the little dot. Even though it's far away, but it's now right underneath pretty much. It started in the bottom left, far away, and now it's closer to the bottom. That's kind of the path that is following. And then it go by kind of close over here, and then this the last I recorded was kind of in the right-hand side. Maybe one day I'll get a good planet transiting behind the moon or something. Behind? Why did I say behind?
Well, you certainly won't get Mars in front of the moon.
Yeah, you're not likely to get a planet going in front of the moon.
if you get that, we're in all sorts of trouble.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will even be paying attention to the sky. They'll be too busy trying to hold on to whatever's flying off the Earth.
My God, imagine the chaos.
For those who join, I am sharing my screen, and I'm sharing a few of the moon chats from yesterday. You guys want to see it? Click on it. Why did they call it cold moon? Yesterday was a full moon, better known as a cold moon, because it was chilly outside, like cold.
Yeah, I just think it's because December. It's winter here. They probably don't refer to it the same way in the Southern Hemisphere.
Now, Tinkerfield, do you have a side view of the Moon-Mars juxtaposition asking for a friend?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
What you mean orthographically?
Yeah, you got an orthographic view of the Moon and Mars sideways, views from the side.
Yeah, not from here.
That's a tough one, right? To accomplish. Very tough. Ladies and gentlemen, Mars with a P900. Cold plasma, you see, there's cold plasma because that's the last night's leftover plasma.
Ah, it's been in the fridge. Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. It looks nice, man. It's very
It does. Yeah,
nice.
you got some nice images there.
Yeah. Clear. Now, you know what I'm noticing? This big blast of the moon, this one line to the left, it looks more stronger than the last time I recorded the moon. It just of of the top of my memory. Like the
Yeah.
line didn't look that significant like that. Just didn't pay attention, maybe. Look at that. A little closer to the right now. Mars and moon. It's kind of close, you know? Not what I wanted, but now, what is the size of Mars compared to the moon? What is the size? The moon and Mars, how many moons you can fit on Mars? 3, 4?
I'm trying to remember how. Mars is a little bit smaller than Earth, but not by too much, I don't think. But I can't remember the exact proportion.
It's definitely smaller, but I don't think so. So I think that the moon is a quarter our size. So I think you could still fit more than 3 into Mars.
A little more
Yeah.
than a third, yeah, of a size. Yeah. Why does it look so small next to the moon?
Because it's so far away.
Actually, it's near the closest it can be.
That's as that's as maybe, but it's still a long way away.
It's about half astronomical unit away now. It's a bit further than what's our nearest
Nearest what?
nearest planet?
Well, if you go the other way, there's Venus.
Venus. It's a bit further than Venus, closer than Mercury.
Now, if let's say that this is a chunk of the moon that ripped off the moon, how big will a piece like this be if we put it on Earth compared it to something known? Just at the top of your head, what do you think the size
Count
of something
pixels.
is?
Count pixels.
Yeah, but not doing that like a comparison. Like, will it be like Florida? Will it be like I don't know, like Puerto Rico? Will it be bigger? Will it be like Australia? What do you
No,
think? Something
few
like this.
tens of miles.
But compared to something like to something known.
Tens of
like-
miles, I'm telling you.
So tens of miles. What is tens of miles on Earth that we can compare it to? That's why I mean like an object, like something that we know. You don't want to play the games, Chike, lately. What the hell is going on with you, man? All right, I'm going to say it. This is like a Puerto Rico. Like if you put it in a map, this is Puerto Rico right here.
No.
Well, then tell me, then give me something to compare.
Disneyland. I know.
It's like Disneyland, this. That's
I
small.
don't know. I didn't measure Disneyland.
How do you think, farmers? You got a better idea.
Well, if that was a chunk off the moon, how big would it be down here?
Yes.
Christ, what a question.
Tricky one, right?
It is tricky. I'm just trying to think of something that you could compare it with. I mean, over here, I'd probably say it could be something like the same size as, say, the Isle of Wight. But I'm trying to think of something over in the States that I could compare it to, and my US geography is letting me down.
I think a piece like that will be like a crater like this size, like this. Little bit round right here. This big bright crater.
Yeah, but that's I couldn't tell you which crater that is, but that crater is probably going to be several miles across.
Right.
I mean, the moon is still quite big. They say it's about a quarter the size of the Earth, but that's still quite large. I mean, yeah, the moon has mountain ranges, proper mountain ranges that are several thousands of feet tall. It's just that, unfortunately, you've got nothing there that will actually let you judge how big something is. You've got nothing to compare it with. If there were trees or buildings or anything like that, you could go, oh yeah, I can see how big that is. But all you've got is this image. You see craters, but you don't know how big the craters are. It's very difficult to tell how big things are on the moon without, something that how big it is to compare it against.
I got
I
New
mean,
York.
even if there was some structure or something on the moon, you just wouldn't be able to see it in any more than you'd be able to see or make out buildings from space on Earth.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of the photos that the Apollo astronauts took, you've got terrain in the background, but you can't tell if it's close and relatively low, or if it's far away and it's a mountain range, because you still, other than what's in the foreground, you've got an astronaut and a rover and a lunar lander and what have you. You've really got nothing in the distance to give you any idea how big this stuff is. And some of those photos, they've got mountain ranges in the background. Oh, there goes a bird.
I saw.
That.
Yeah.
That was a bird. You've got nothing to tell you how big stuff actually is. You can't compare it against anything. Whereas, of course, you take a photo on Earth and you can generally see something.
Sorry, go ahead. Just excited to see the birds flying.
That's got to be a bird. Certainly look bird-shaped.
Here we go. One more time. Here it comes. Space bat.
Yes.
I don't know. That looks like a UFO to me.
Yes.
What you mean? Something streamlined to fly through the air?
Yep. It just darted right past, and I don't know what it is. So it's a UFO, right?
Yes.
Must be. Yeah. Well, it of course it is. It's a flying object and it's unidentified.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Doesn't make it aliens or a spaceship.
There's Mars. That's the closest that it get from the moon, which is pretty close.
From your point of view, I saw people see it being occultated by the moon.
Yeah, it didn't get occulted from where I was in Florida. That's the closer it was by. UFO is unidentified Photoshop object. Photoshop being the first letter and F.
I suppose it is if your spelling's abysmal, yeah.
Yes. It makes sense to me. Oh, man. Yeah, not too bad, right?
Not too bad at all.
Just take a few pictures there. There you go.
Oh, I'll be back. That's the phone.
Mm-hmm. So was it full moon? When it's full moon, it's always seeing like this, like riggedy raggedy in the edges? Guys, what do you think? Or should it be smooth? Wasn't it full moon yet?
I think you're seeing a lot of distortion from the atmosphere there. I don't think it would ever be perfectly smooth, but it might appear that way to us.
But this is like craters,
I think that's mostly distortion.
No, you can see it on the video too. Yeah, it's craters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Not everywhere. You don't see it everywhere. You see it where there are lots of craters. Look at the bottom. The bottom you hardly see it.
Yeah, it's smoother, like there was a segment always with a little bit of craters. I think there was a specific time for the like full moon. I don't think I recorded at the time. I recorded a little bit, a few hours before. So.
Yeah, that's not the full moon. That's starting to get lesser, I think. Or not full moon yet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is.
You see crater there that you can see a shadow on, so it's not a full moon.
This is digital and optical zoom. I kind of mix them out. And some odd, weird like settings that I used. But yeah, it was nice. It was very appreciated. This, I like it. Spend me a few hours in between. A little bit now, a little bit later. Yeah, but right now this is a optical zoom. There's nothing digital over here. This is just the full optical zoom, and look, it looks riggedy raggedy in the edge too. And see how smoother looks in the rest of the moon. Just in this area a little bit here. It was nice day yesterday. It was a little bit of wind, but it wasn't that windy. If not, this would be shaking all over the place, big time, because of my shitty tripod, Yeah. It was nice. And a few pictures of some stars and stuff like that. Look like a star. It was a star. I mean, more in focus than the flat earthers. This star. It's hard to get it in focus. This is the digital zoom. Like I go all the way in just to see in the big screen, see the details on the moon. The best that I can see the details with a P900. Oh, there you go. You see it now. Now you're gonna see that it is craters. You see? I mean, like kind of the edge. See a little bit. I'm almost done here, I think. Damn, this one, yeah, 27 minutes. I just recorded and moved it around and zoomed it in and out, and I just let it run for a bit. Try to get the edges of the moon. Try to get bats and birds and insects going. It might be because I was just zooming in and I stepping out, talking to the neighbors and stuff. Yeah, this is the last video clip I took yesterday. A lot of moon, a lot of moon. When zooming out, I want to see how that looks, and that's it. See how still there's a lot of separation here, but when I zoom out, it look a lot closer than it is. Well, with your bare eyes. See that just an optical illusion?
No, it's always the same. It's about half moon, which is quarter of a degree. It's not much.
But look, I was like angry when I step out, and I said like, oh fuck, I don't see Mars, and then I zoom in and there he was. See, like, you can barely see it. That's it's close.
Yeah, but now you have a pair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Last minute. That's it. Uh, let me go back. A few days ago, I took the Jeram for a ride in the road. I don't know. I recorded. I know I recorded a few clips. Let me just go back to the beginning. I hope there's not something that I'm gonna regret showing. The Jeren. It's a good name, right? The Jeren. Oh, this was the hurricane day. Okay, okay, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, it's not much here. But I think I recorded something else after the hurricane. Oh, there you go in the road. Look, puddles of water in the roads. So bright. A lot of palm trees over here in Florida, USA. You guys got a lot of palm trees where you from?
Oh, I have some here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really palm trees or because the fruit is not fully developed. It grows yellow and that's it.
Yeah, tiny yellow, bunch of little yellow.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it tiny, but they are fairly small.
Okay. Yeah, like all these palm trees, they're not fruit. They're not coconut trees. They got like a bunches of like tiny coconuts, like I don't know, an inch or 2 inches big, as big as they get.
Well, date palms don't have coconuts.
But they're still palm trees. Yeah, yeah, from the family of palm trees.
But palm trees to have dates, they need very hot weather. Very hot weather.
Right.
We do have them here, but they're not all that common, really.
Right.
Have a whole bunch of pecan trees all over the place now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pecan is European, kinda. It's seasonal.
Yeah. The taxi cab phone number over here is 777-7777. Oh man, isn't that smart? There's a cannabis store in here. Look at that, like cannabis products. There's a bunch over here in Florida of those stores. I don't use them. I don't have any license or nothing for that. I wish I did.
As I think about it, though, I bet if I went down to the coast, there would be palm trees down there. I just don't go down there.
Right. Yeah, so this is a little segment of the Florida USA. Near the beach, but not too near. 15-20 minutes drive.
I'm in Texas. The coast is about, the Gulf Coast is about 6 hours from where I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Palm trees almost all the way in the mediums. A lot of them. I'm just trying to show some perspective with the P900 here as we're driving. I don't know if I got it. I'm not sure if I got the perspective or not. But what I can see is, look, the red of the car underneath itself, like reflected. The colors of the cars reflected underneath themselves. But there's no water. Perspective. Now these cars are going over the curve right here. There you go, sorted.
No, that's simple perspective.
uh, streets look so big, right? The roads. What's up with this guy? What's his deal over here? I think I don't know if I got
Is
it.
it filming you?
Oh, dude, there was a bunch of trucks, and I recorded too late. There was like 6 or 7 of these exact type of trucks going by.
So Earth,
I don't know what.
the problem I have with the pictures that Earth sent, the relative scale is that the distance is way off. These things would be like a yard apart at that distance, I think.
All right.
At that scale. Maybe not yard. 18 inches, I think it is.
The car was going up the hill. That proves the Earth's not flat. Boom. Nailed it.
Yeah, I know. Elevation versus Earth curve. Got it.
How about the cars? What did you see on the cars over here? Normal, like everywhere else, or is it different type of cars in the roads over there? Like, I don't know, local to you?
In England?
So, yeah.
You're driving the wrong side of the road, but other than that,
Yeah. Actually surprised that I don't see a lot of pickup trucks over here in this one. Now you see a lot of those in Texas, I think. For some reason. Not being racist, it's true. A lot of pickup trucks in Texas.
I mean, there's more trucks than anything else.
Right,
sure.
yeah. Oh, there was one.
where is this? Florida?
And then especially
Florida, yeah.
if you lump SUVs into the truck category, then yeah.
Yeah. This is Florida, paying us a shield in the Largo Clearwater area.
Sad either that or California, judging from the palm trees.
Yeah. I just took the Jadam for a ride. So I got a few video clips playing on the show.
You know, the other part's hard to tell is that all the franchises are all the same across the United States. You know, if I say I'm standing in the corner, I see a Starbucks, a McDonald's, a Burger King, you know, and a drug. You know, where am I? You go, I don't know. You could be anywhere.
Yeah, look, Walmart. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
The Walmart is the largest private employer in like 15 states or something.
Yeah, I think this is it. That was the last. Yeah. Shout outs to thank you for your patience. Allow me to share a couple clips. I'll share some stuff from the things that you guys been posted on the Discord. Let me switch my screen share so I can shut down the video. It should be coming through shortly. There you go. Yeah, happy Thursday. All right. Shout out to everybody. 38 people watching, 23 likes. Please hit the like and please support. If you got an extra few dollars, hit me up on PayPal or Super Chat. It's I really need your help, guys. PayPal would be choice, but if you cannot, don't matter. I would just really appreciate it. I will thank you, my mama will thank you, and my chihuahuas thank you very much for your support ahead of time. A bunch of things have been posted here. Let me see. We got Farmer's Boy shirt pictured from his window. That's what he see, the moon and Mars in the right, I think. Just with his good old, just regular camera, I think. Also, Nestle wives kind of see the same thing. He can still see the moon. I think this might be Mars, the closest to it, still further away. Maybe, or maybe is somewhere over here. Yeah, over here in the top. Yeah, that's why he said that he saw that on the top. Whilst Farmer's Boy saw it in the right. It's Nestle in the top. Another picture from Nestle wipes. There you go. Oh, was moving a little bit. And Doofus is coming through with a set of comments. Let's see what these comments get to say. Talking about Coriolis. Gary says, I hope Blue Marble Science taught the driving cat how to steer for Coriolis. So, driving cat. How to drive a cat. The cat steering against Coriolis. Well,
I think he, being a bad typer, I think that was supposed to be car, but okay.
Who knows? Now, we got over here, shared by Pain as a Shield, a scale, Moon versus the US. Is this an accurate scale?
I believe so. It appears to be, at least, if you figure out the distances involved. I also have one for Australia, but this is for us Yankees. Are the Aussies here? No, the Aussies aren't here.
So you know what? I don't think I was too off when I say that if Mars was a piece of the moon, a chunk of the moon separated from the moon, if as for scale comparison on the Earth, I say Puerto Rico in the beginning, and I don't think that's a bad representation. Puerto Rico is 100.
You're way off.
Think so? You think it was bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
It's hard to tell. Some like Tycho is huge, but most of these craters are nowhere near Puerto Rico sized. I don't think. It's been a while since I looked at it. Puerto Rico's a pretty big island, as islands go.
It's 100 by 30, rectangular. Yeah. Not that big. Small. It's smaller than any state of the United States.
Right.
Way smaller.
Which is one reason why it's having a difficult time becoming the 51st state. Most craters are between 20 and 175 kilometers. So what's a 175 kilometers in freedom units.
So if the moon slams into the United States, dead center, I'll be all right because I'm down here in Florida. Right?
What'd you say?
If the moon slams into the Earth, I'll be all right because Florida will be untouched. I like that. I appreciate that.
For a short time, yes. Until shockwave hits you. So, okay, so 175 kilometers in freedom units is 100 miles. So a really big crater would be as big as Puerto Rico.
Yeah. You know that Florida always survives mass extinction, man.
Florida is the most vulnerable of all the states to coming. It's going to be underwater here in a couple hundred years if current trends continue.
Nah.
Yes, it's the most vulnerable. It's just kind of funny with the governor down there denying climate change when Florida is the most impacted region. I mean, it's the highest point in Florida is some trash dump that's like 200 feet above sea level or something.
Yeah. Wait, who posted this? Earth is live. You posted this, but I don't know. This look ways. If the Earth is 4 times the moon size-wise, this look off because I could fit a lot more than 4 over here of the moon. It would be almost twice as big as this.
The highest point in Florida is 345 feet. It's in the Panhandle, I think.
All right. Shout out to Doofus. Tris Megistus in the chat throwing some golden nuggets. Doofus shared that with us. Tris Megistus has layers of gases above his head. Tris Megistus answer, yes, oxygen being the most important. A layer of gas, oxygen being the most important. Is oxygen a layer of gas? Tris Megistus thinks so. I'm not sure what the answer would be.
In our atmosphere, it's homogeneous. So there aren't layers of gas like that.
Yeah, up to about, I think it's 50 or 60,000 feet, yes.
Yeah, correct.
The partial pressure goes down, which is why you have a problem breathing at altitude. But you're correct, the percentages stay the same. That's something that flat earthers have a difficult time understanding.
Yeah, they don't grasp that when we say there's a density gradient. That doesn't mean that there's carbon dioxide and then oxygen and then
right.
it's not a density tower. There is literally more empty space between the various atoms and molecules the higher you go up.
Right, and it's a good thing it's that way because if it was the way that they say it was, we'd all be in like a layer of xenon right now, we'd all be dead. We'd have xenon and neon up to 1% would be higher than most people, I think, once I figured it out. It's been a while since I figured it out.
Do you think that Tris Megistus was referring to the layer of methane from all of his bullshit? Chat to Steve Wilson, man. All of these smart comments that I throw in between there, I steal them from the comment section and the chat box. I'm not that smart to come up with that bullshit. But I just speak them as if they were my thoughts. Just a good thing for me. Is that fraudulent? Taking other people's comments and reading them as mine?
If you credit them, no.
Sometimes
like
I do.
It's like memes, Memes are fair to be stolen from everybody.
Yeah, sometimes I credit them. Okay, we got feedback. Marcus Resident is calling him a moron. We got a poll on the chat box. Thursday is, we got a tie, a concept with 34%, but also 34% all of the above being one, a concept. Thursday is fake. Thursday is green. So the concept is number 1, but also all of the above. So people think that Thursday is a concept, also fake, and also green. Thank you very much. Please vote. Very sensible poll, just like Flatzoid's polls. Pain as a chill, thoughts on Flatzoid's polls? Are they, what's going on with that?
I haven't paid much attention to Flatzoid polls. He basically asks questions like, is it A or B? And it's actually C, right?
Dichotomy, a lot of dichotomy in the dicot question.
Yeah, they're basically all loaded, and then he likes to argue that they're not. Well, I mean, the correct option is not there, so it's definitely loaded.
Florida is very, very high above sea level, right? Painas a shield.
No, it's the lowest state. your highest point in the entire state is 375 feet above, 345 feet above sea level.
I'm telling you,
Well,
man. I know.
compared to the Netherlands, maybe.
Well, yeah, compared to the Netherlands, but God made the world, but the Dutch made Holland, right?
And for the people who didn't vote in the poll, they think that it's none of the above because Thursday is boom.
Do you remember Dave
you so
Barry,
much.
the comic who used to write for, I think, the Miami paper? He took one of the guys who climbed Mount Everest, the Sherpa that's climbed Mount Everest the most times, most times 70. He took him to the highest point in Dade County, which was this trash dump. It was like 100 feet. And he asked him how this compared to being on the top of Mount Everest, and the translation came back, "This is very different." I mean, so you got the whole state that's, oh well.
I think that if Florida's going to be underwater and that's the highest point, then I'm probably going to have beachfront property here.
Be like Lex Luthor, right? Buy up all the land in Florida. Wait for that. Wasn't that one of the Superman movies where he bought up all the land in, not in Florida, it was like in Nevada?
I'm pretty sure we're only about, I think we're like 500 feet above sea level here.
Where
I
are
have
you
to look it up.
in Alabama or?
I'm in DFW, in Texas.
Oh, DFW. Well, DFW is quite a ways inland.
It is, for sure, but I still think we're only about 500 feet up.
Yeah, man. So unfortunately for me, living in here with a P900, say like Jose, but you gotta go higher elevation to to record stuff. I mean, I can go in top of a condominium or something, I guess, and it's not gonna be high enough. It is what it is.
DFW is 607 feet, it says.
Yeah.
It does indeed say that. I know that there are places that are higher and lower than that, but yeah, I guess it's probably sounds about right.
Shout out to the Jeran. Jeran is a great camera, man. I got two batteries at least, so I'm gonna run out of battery soon. Few empty mini SD cards at least to have loaded, and I got them in a little thingy, like I just grab the tripod, and I can run away if I need it. Battery is always with juice, and at least one SD card empty of 16 gigs, I think. So yeah, I can fit a little bit of info there. And over here, like right where I sit in the porch, I see planes sometimes going by, but I don't see down to the horizon because it's a bunch of trees. But one day I'm gonna just set up the P900 and record, zoom in a little bit and record the planes coming in to see if I can catch something that Gary talks a lot about planes and seeing them, like the belly of the plane or seeing the top of the plane, whatever it is. I want to see what I can catch planes wise.
My banga knows nothing about aviation. Nothing. Basically, if he says something about aviation, the opposite is most likely to be true.
Ouch. Gary, do you concur?
He's here?
Probably busy. Yeah, but he haven't spoken. He's probably busy just listening in the background.
Well, it's not that I'm afraid to talk to him face to face because he.
Yeah. I appreciate Gary in the sense that when he's not speaking, he can hear us insulting him, and he's still hanging there.
Well, you should stick to cows, and a little bit less to talks about physics. And
Can you get high with methane?
No.
Gary, you gotta stop smelling them cow farts, bro. If you were doing it because of a high, it wasn't working out for you, bro. Not gonna work out. You see, that was my comment. I take credit for that. The real estate in Florida is for sale for $43 million Only problem is it is underwater. Damn, rough. Yeah, it's swampy. All Florida is a swamp.
Well, people were having a big problem a few years ago with all this and about all the growth in Florida. I said there'd be a really easy way to limit the growth in Florida. What you do is you ban air conditioners south of Lake Okeechobee. And within 2 years, everybody moves out because you can't live there. And Miami goes back to what it was in the 30s, a bunch of people living right on the beach trying to stay cool.
Mm. Disappointed, guys. Anybody gonna give me some money on PayPal today? Need to buy me something. Come on, hook me up. Help a brother out. And if you, yes, PayPal, you can only donate using your personal information, but I never give that away. That's very, very private and personal. So if I don't recognize a name and I don't know associated with a YouTube name, that would be an anonymous, only an anonymous donation and support. But if you want me to know who I am, always type a comment on who you are on YouTube. Which most of the people do. And then you got some people like Turs or Farmers where you say, I don't care. Everybody knows who I am, my name or something. Not Farmers, but Turs. I'm still not gonna say your name. Unless your YouTube name is Jose Gonzalez and you're donating as Jose Gonzalez, for example, you know. I'll read your actual name. So yeah, any flat earther, anybody spoke anything about that occultation of Mars? They didn't, no comments or nothing at all.
Oh, I like this. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I am on Facebook. Oh, go ahead.
Why would they? They don't look above horizontal.
Yeah. I am on Facebook on a flat Earth group, and I'm gonna just do a quick scroll and see what they posting. Hopefully, it's nothing that's gonna break the guidelines and all that shit. But it's a lot of memes, I guess. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they've been fooled. I seen this before, and this is a scale model of the moon. When was anybody got an idea why this scale model was done? This is a real scale model. I mean, I've seen video clips of people working on it. I think it was for promotion for the moon landings, like in the late 60s, early 70s. This is when the time this was done. Nobody, nothing?
Oh, that's a good.
Basically, someone needed the job and someone he knew arranged him this job.
It's a lot of work to do a scale model with the craters and all that kind of shit. What are you Googling over there, Penasa Shield?
Oh, I saw a picture of Mar-a-Lago underwater. I liked it. Shows what the sea level would be like at Mar-a-Lago.
Hmm. You see, we got the first PayPal of the day. Hope is not the last. Marcus Dresden hooked me up with $10. Marcus Dresden says, Trismegistus, a.k.a. Young Dumbass, I mean Tahuti, is a moron. Marcus Dresden, thank you very much. I very, very, very appreciate it very much, man. That's gonna be dinner for today, probably for tomorrow too. $10, bro. They go a long way, man, for a poor person like me. Big time.
Oh, I found
Okay,
this. Oh, hold on. Look at the picture you asked. They did it at Langley. Here's the link to it. So that's actually did
All
this.
right.
It's a real thing. Unlike
Yeah,
most.
it's a real thing. It's a real scale model, a scale, like a segment, an area or something.
That took me all of like 3 minutes to find.
Yeah. But I think it was made in the late 60s, early 70s. That's Project Lola. That's the original picture. There you go. Yeah. It's better to have the original picture instead of one meme picture with big bold letters, Lunar Orbit and Landing Approach was a simulator built at Langley to study problems related to landing on the surface of the moon. It was a complex project. It costed nearly $2 million. From Sputnik to Apollo, you see, it was in the time frame that I thought. The simulator was designed to provide a pilot with a detailed visual encounter with the lunar surface. The machine consisted primarily of a cockpit, a closed-circuit TV system, and 4 large murals of scale models representing portions of the lunar surface as seen from various altitudes. The pilot in the cockpit moved along a track past these murals, which would accustom him to the visual cues for controlling a spacecraft in the vicinity of the moon. Unfortunately, such a simulation, although great fun and quite aesthetic, was not helpful because flight in lunar orbit posed no special problem other than the rendezvous with LEM with the device which the device did not simulate. Not long after the end of Apollo, the expensive machine was dismantled. Project Lola, for those who want to see. And I'll copy a link also on YouTube for those who want to read it. Boom. Thank you, Pain as a Shield, for finding the original there.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see what other memes they got here on this Facebook group. Flat Earth, just a big bold statement saying Flat Earth 2018, and just a picture of here the plane and some ice. That's it. How about that? Another Flat Earth evidence: gravity does not exist. Wait. Flat Earth evidence: gravity does not exist. What does this have to do with gravity does not exist and flat Earth? Please help me. Asking for a friend.
Do you see any gravity there?
I haven't seen any electricity, so I'm not going to pay my electric bill.
This is some bullshit. They're not even trying, man.
Look, the people there becoming so dumb, you can basically tell them anything.
Anything. Let's see other meme over here. Beyond the ice wall. Okay, let me see what this image is. Damn, 44 images. Holy shit, yeah. I got it.
Oh,
We got
dear.
it. Okay, let's see. Oh dear.
Oh dear. I just had a very nice chat with my mum, and what have I come back to?
Well, we got over here Antarctica. This is actually nice. Pictures of history.
1912. Yeah. Yeah.
History pictures. Appreciate that. I mean, what is telling me that this is Antarctica? I don't know, but
Wait, just have to take your word for
I
it,
don't
don't
think
you?
so.
yeah,
I
the
think all of those are Antarctica.
No.
People believe it. A lot of people. 4 comments believe.
I mean, you'll find the remains of whaling stations and things there, but I'd be very surprised if you got that sort of thing there.
Yeah, I don't know. What is this in Antarctica?
I doubt it very
This
much.
is typical.
I don't buy it at all. It's not
No, I don't.
Antarctica.
Man,
Hmm.
look at this. What the hell?
I didn't know the Egyptians were in Antarctica.
Well, that's the thing. They weren't.
I think that's more of an Aztec one anyway, right?
Aztecs? Maybe the Aztecs were there. I don't know. We don't know what they did. And the Romans.
All of these structures.
I'll agree that those are taken someplace that looks cold, but I'm not buying that it's Antarctica.
Yeah, right. I mean, as who say that was you, Trismet? You say, I mean, you can show them whatever. You can show them any bullshit, and they just believe it.
Yes, because they want to. It's the old X-Files, isn't it? What was it, that poster? I want to believe.
Yeah, they wouldn't cross-reference. They wouldn't question it. They see something that looks sketchy. They say, "Yeah, I'm gonna take that as for something sketchy." That's it.
On the other hand, if we have scientific evidence that actually shows something, it's been known for say 2,500 years, that's all fake because it's known, right?
Yep. Do you know? I just googled Antarctica 1912 and the photos, and do you know what I found? A certain chap called Scott.
He was there.
Because that's when I believe 1912 is when he tried to get to the South Pole first.
Right.
So you'll find lots and lots of photos of Scott and his mates and their expedition and the ship and the huts that they built, but you don't find any of this nonsense.
Yeah, any of this. Look at this this bullshit.
Yeah. This is bollocks.
You know what? Let me search image with Google. It's probably gonna get a hit.
Oh yeah, Google Lens is very good for that sort of thing.
See, what this guy is. Very similar, but not quite exactly that.
Try just the face.
Yeah. He just did this segment right here.
Yeah, or just the face itself.
Yeah, it's tricky to find one exactly like that.
They just look like statues.
Yeah, just a lot of statues that look very similar.
It was just similar.
Yeah, with time, you might. I mean, one might be able to find it. Like all the images like this. Yeah, I mean, because somebody tell me it's Antarctica. It doesn't. I mean, it's not. Just because you tell me, I gotta believe it. Fuck that.
Go back one. It looks very Soviet. That one.
It's weird.
Oh, that does, doesn't it? Yes, that has got that Russian vibe to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
They're lying to each other. I mean, it's a fucking shame. They don't get me anymore.
It's like what we were talking about. I think that was Monday, where like Flaxoid discovered for himself that the next level crew were lying about those people being stopped by a military boat, but they still hold on to it.
Yeah. There was a Soviet mine that's like way up on the Arctic Circle that they abandoned back in the 60s or 70s. I mean, some of these pictures might come from there because some of these got some very like that one. The other ones,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like way up north on some little godforsaken island.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Definitely cold though.
Oh well, that's flat earthers for you.
Well, the best one I like is that polar bears will eat a lot of different stuff, but they'll never ever eat penguins. The wild polar bears.
This is true. Yes.
And the best reason I can come up is that penguins must taste really, really bad then.
Well, yes, but I think there is a slightly better, more valid reason.
What? No, of course.
Well, they're at opposite ends of the earth.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
So to speak, one's found at the North Pole, the other's found at the South Pole, and never the twain shall meet.
Well, there is no South Pole, so.
Oh, of course, that's right, because it's fake, isn't it? Yeah.
Sea lions like themselves, some penguins.
Yeah. If it's fake, why can't we go there if it's fake? Oh, because it could. Well,
There's, I don't think any of these guys have read the Antarctic Treaty. It's not that long. It's like 5 pages,
Mm.
and there's
Yes.
nothing in there that prohibits you from going there.
oh, we did this the other day as well. Just quickly called up the Antarctic Treaty, and because I wasn't it Mabbit who was saying, "Oh, we're not allowed to go there." It called it up and said, "Well, come on then, tell me where it says that,"
You just have to
because
tell.
it doesn't anywhere.
Well, there are some. The Antarctic Treaty itself says you basically just have to tell your government so they can inform the other governments, the other signatories, that you're going to be there. But they did in the 90s or the 80s, I think they put in a bunch of environmental rules, and that you basically need permission.
You're not allowed to set nuclear bombs off.
Right.
That's a no-no.
This is a nice test. I like this Slinky test.
Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah, this is quite. Yeah,
I really
I've
do
seen
like
the explanation of this, and I still don't get it.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
does make
center
sense.
gravity thing.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
it's done properly and it doesn't go all higgledy-piggledy like that, the start catches up with the end, and then the end sort of cracks off again. Goes. Oh, yeah, right, I'm off. It's very
Yeah.
strange.
It looks weirder than it is. The explanation. Yeah, you're right. It just looks wrong. It does. It looks, to our thinking, the whole thing should drop at once.
The chain fountains are really interesting also.
Cool. Yeah, chain fountains. I love that. There's a bunch. And the other one I like. You ever seen the pitch drop experiments where they put a bunch of pitch in a funnel and let it drop, and it like one drop every 30 years or something?
Okay, I
I'll
got it.
check that out.
I got to do two shout outs. Bigus Dogus hit me up on PayPal. He touched my pee very gently with $5. I got a small tax rebate yesterday, so I can afford a little. Shout out to the taxman that saved Christmas. Bigus Dogus, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And also, we get a bigger PayPal here by Snesley Wipes for $20. Snesley Wipes says, boom. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. My heart is filled with happiness for you guys, because of you guys' support. Thank you so much. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything over here. Yep, we got it. Oh, wait. We got $10 more by Marcus Dresden again. Whoa, another $10 by Marcus. Dumbass Magistus, a.k.a. Dom Tahuti, still is a complete moron. Dumbass Magistus. Thank you very much, Marcus Dresden. Boom, brother. Hell yeah. Big shout outs. All right, what is the headline of this? Planet Terra. Look at what a bunch of bullshit. That little loop-de-loop AE map with outside additions. They add all these extra little lands and pockets and stuff, right? You seen that? Look at it. All kinds of weird. Look at the stars. How cute. How you like the stars? Look at that, the sun in between the clouds. How you like me now? Oh shit. Oh shit. Look at that, the sun between the clouds. Inside the clouds. What do you guys think?
Yeah, nothing questionable about that idea.
You seen the one? You see the one where they take a picture of the rocket and the rocket flame goes in front of the phone lines that are in front of them, but the rest of the rocket's still behind it. Yeah.
Oh, that was one of
Brett's-
J.M. Truth's criticisms, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
basically. It's called light wrap. It's in the visual. It's an optical illusion.
I'm pretty sure that was Brett's rhetoric making fun of him.
Yeah.
because it was one of Red's videos where you could see that effect happening, and he was ridiculing JM Truth with it.
I've got a funny feeling that was one of the points that, as it turns out, had been fed to him that JM Truth brought up. You know, like the fact that it went up a white rocket and came back down the black one, and how they painted it, and it didn't land at the same place it took off. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Launch pads don't tend to be landing pads as well.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, they're like because they're like a mile apart.
Several miles apart, yeah.
Yeah.
And how could he have filmed it taking off at one place and landing at another in the same shot?
Because one's like you pan left a little bit, or
well, bearing in mind this is coming from JM
Right.
Truth, who is an expert in absolutely everything, including film work and photography and.
Oh my!
Because he's.
He literally said you can't pan that far. I was laughing so hard.
I know. And then, of course, it turns out that had all been spoon-fed to them, and he just regurgitated it without even thinking about it. Because he just thought, oh, yeah, these are all excellent points. I'll say this.
Hold on. We got a comment. I got a comment on this. The Artemis one. This is the path of the rocket. But we got the moon over here, and then we got this path of the Artemis one. This is what they.
God, are you
this is what they. This is what they posted.
Yes, several people have already made this comment and said, "Oh,
the moon, but the rocket is down here."
Exactly. Yeah. And you think, come on, you can't be that dumb, surely.
Oh, my brain hurts.
Yes.
Not chill.
Oh, my brain hurts from that. Oh,
yes,
fuck
Farmer's Boy, you definitely can be that dumb. It is possible.
I know it is scary that humanity can produce people that dumb. I mean, let's just ignore the fact that when we sent Artemis to the moon, it didn't go directly to the moon.
Yeah, it went to
into Earth orbit first. But even if you were, and you don't do it like this, but if you launched a rocket and you wanted it to go straight to the moon, without going into orbit or anything first, you still don't aim it at the moon.
You gotta love it, bro.
I mean, have these people never been clay pigeon shooting? You don't shoot at the clay, you shoot in front of the bloody thing because you've got to let it get there.
Right.
I see you wrong. Because this is going to exactly where the moon will be tomorrow.
Oh,
when it rises up. Yeah, don't hit that with facts about orbits around the Earth. This is tomorrow when the moon rises. It will be there.
Yes, because
it's just faring out. When it will far out a bit enough, it will meet the moon.
Yeah, yes, because this meme is saying that the rocket missed the moon because the moon is up here, but the rocket path is going down here.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, flat earthers.
That fucking dumb.
Thank you for flirting. Come again.
Yeah. Go tell them, but then even though it looks like it's going down, it's really going up.
Nope. Yeah.
The sun is not the center of the solar system. The sun is close. The solar system doesn't work with the sun in this position.
Wait, how do you know it's not the center? They're in the clouds.
Because I tell you why. Because Valentin Natrag told me so.
But it still can be the center of the universe. They're between the clouds, of course.
No, Valentin told me it's not.
He's messing up the concept of the Berry Center, which is he's correct. The center rotation is not. It depends on where Jupiter is located. Basically, it's.
Yeah, dude, this is a golden. Some of these memes, you know. Hey, he shared it again, Valentin.
This is the problem. This is the problem when you know a little bit, but you don't know enough. You know a little bit to make a conclusion that's totally wrong because you don't know enough.
Now, the Earth isn't moving because of a lenticular cloud time lapse an entire day.
What?
Therefore, the Earth isn't moving.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool lenticular.
Yeah, it is.
We got a new We got new appreciation now. Jomongus got another is another fan for the fan club of Jomongus. Jomongus is very attracted to Farmer's Boy Lel, but now he's also attracted to Peinasa Shield. Jomongus is on to you, Peinasa Shield.
He's on to me. What's he?
Great story, Shield. Great story, Shield.
What? Is he in the where is he in the YouTube comments? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on, let me
Yeah,
get
YouTube side chat.
Talk to him. He want to talk to you. Jomongus is on to you. All right, look at that. Okay, we zoom out. Oh, there's no boat. He went over the curve. Wait, is that the way it works? There's no curvature on the ocean. When you think the boats are disappearing because of the alleged curvature of the ocean, you are only fooling yourself. You need to understand how the perspective of vision works. There's a limit to how far the human eyes can see. But using a telescope, a good pair of binoculars, or a camera with a great zoom capability, we are able to bring boats back into view even though they have already disappeared from your eyes.
Oh,
How about that?
Can you bring the bottom of the boat back after it's disappeared? When you can still see the top half, you bring the bottom back.
Don't
What I haven't seen is the boat disappearing from the human eye. It was disappearing from the camera, not the human eye.
Look right here.
It zoomed in pretty good there. I don't see the bottom of that boat.
Yeah, globe. It doesn't matter how much more you zoom in, you're not gonna see the bottom of that boat. You ain't gonna see it.
Did you take into account angular size change?
As a flat earther, as conscious evolution.
I've got a few people on record telling me that they have footage when somebody zooms in, proportionally more of the boat becomes revealed.
I have heard that.
Yeah, and I've saved it. I put a pin in it. I'm like, okay, so I'll come back and someday you will actually have footage that backs up that claim, right? And I keep reminding them.
I have 4 or 5 videos that do that very thing.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten it.
So
yet
you
here.
say.
Every time
No,
we look
you
at
don't.
Yeah, because every time we look at one, it ends up the proportion, the amount you see of the boat and the amount hidden does not change with respect to how much zoom is used. Never had any footage that backs up that claim. Not once.
Yes, I have 4 or 5 videos that show boats that you can't even see, but you can zoom in on and see the whole bottom. Because they're fairly close. But they're out of range of the human vision. But the camera, when you zoom in, can zoom in on these boats if they're not too far for the angle available, which is based on the height of that observer over the surface. So if you got a low angle, that's going to happen sooner. But the only thing is that sometimes there's boats that are just too far for the camera to pick up the whole thing. But you can zoom in. You can watch when you zoom in on boats a long ways away. You can watch the top pop up in the air before you see the bottom. And when you back off, you can watch the bottom become unresolvable before the top becomes completely unresolvable.
Why is that?
Because of angles, just like I've been telling you all along. You guys just don't pay attention.
It's because of the curvature of the Earth.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes. I got some paperwork to do.
And I'll switch angle and you won't answer.
Run away.
It's not running away. I'm working. I'm sorry. I can't do 2 things at once. Some things have to require attention. So anyhow, I've got at least 4 or 5 videos that show the very thing.
Please send us one.
Well, I will. Or you can play them on the show when they come back.
I mean, it could be the same thing you provided to MC Tune, where it becomes too small because it becomes too small. You can't show it.
You mean a big boat can become too small to fall before it passes the horizon? Huh. Isn't that weird?
You can't show us a video of a large tanker ship where we can zoom in and the bottom of the tanker ship comes back once it's gone over the curve.
Right, and I made
it's not. They never go over the curve. They might be too far for the available angle. That's it. But you got boats that can become unresolvable in that angle. That's why I've got at least 4 or 5 videos that show boats that you couldn't see with your human eyes. And one comes from critical thinking. Critical think, even in comments with him back and forth with him, he said you couldn't see it with your eyes.
All right, I made a very specific.
And yet, when you zoom in, you can see the bottom. But when you back off the zoom, you watch the bottom become the first thing you can't
Oh,
see.
wait, Gary's going to actually let me say it.
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
made a
Doofus.
I made a very specific request that the proportion, the amount you can see and the amount that's hidden by proportion changes with the amount of zoom employed. I have yet to see a video where that actually occurs. Not even once.
You wouldn't get it perfectly proportional because all angles aren't equal to every point of the boat from your line of sight. I've got videos that demonstrate that. It's very simple. You don't have the same angle to every point of the boat. The only one you have that's straight on is your 90 degree to that boat, right? You're straight on line of sight with even with your eye level. Everything else, everything else is not line of sight. Everything else is peripheral, right? So you have
The further you get away, the more the angles become the same.
We all see compression. We know. Why do you think things appear smaller at distance? They compress, right? The angles become smaller. It compresses into your front, into the proper place in your field of view.
We can see that portion of the boat which we are 90 degrees to. That's the problem.
You can walk
not there.
The bottom of the boat is going to be underground. We played them on this
We're
show.
90 degrees to that portion.
And you guys make up excuses. You guys,
Gary, do you listen to what I say? We are 90 degrees to a portion of the boat.
Nuh-uh.
We are 90 degrees to a portion of a boat we can't see. Where is it? That one that we should see, because it's not our peripheral, it's in 90 degree to us and we can't see it. It's gone.
Oh, blessed silence.
I still haven't heard a good explanation for why on shipping containers, the containers on the shipping container don't disappear into the deck of the shipping container if that hypothesis is correct.
Because they're in your peripheral, not 90 degrees where you should see the most.
No, I agree with you. The reason why they don't disappear is because, like the bottom of the ship, is because the bottom of the ship's gone over the horizon. But the containers on the ship are still perfectly visible. But if Gary's hypothesis was correct, we should see those containers disappearing into the deck of the ship.
Well, fortunately for reality, Gary's hypothesis isn't correct.
This is just lemon optics.
Of course, when you're thinking of what it looks like when it's zoomed in, but when I back off the zoom, those things do compress into the horizon. That's why they become vanished at that point. I've got at least 5 videos showing the very thing. The whole thing is compressing towards your eye level. So what's above your eye level is compressing towards your eye level, and what's below your eye level is compressing up towards your eye level, and they all compress to that line of sight center point.
Which means
that's how vision works. That's how perspective works. That's how everything that moves away from you works.
No, that's not how it works. You're just putting lemon optics.
It works the same. And now
lying, Gary.
Everything
you have no idea how vision works.
Is going to converge at that center point. Period. And the bottom of the boats is going to be the first thing that hits that convergence point, which is why they're going to become unresolvable before the top. Sides of things that move parallel away from you, the sides of those things are going to be the first thing you can't see completely compared to the rest of the boat. And then the bottom also, because it's touching the surface. So the bottom and the inside that's closest to your line of sight is always going to be the first things unresolvable. Everything converges towards that line of sight that's moving parallel away from you. The ground moves parallel away from you, the sky moves parallel away from you, and if you have other boats or cars or something that are to your sides going parallel to your line of sight, they converge to that point too.
According to you, Gary, according to you, the closest thing to you disappear first. Right. That makes sense.
The closest to your line of sight is the first thing that disappears.
What's closest
That's why
to
you
your line
have
of sight?
you have the
To you
ground
or
that
not to
appears to
you?
slant up towards that level ahead of you. Drive down the road. The road appears to slant up towards your eye
So
level.
the
The
close
ground will
things,
always take up the entire bottom half of your field of view.
but the difference is negligible when you get 5, 6, 7
Not
miles away.
negligible.
The
It's
angle
fractions.
difference
That's
is
all it takes.
negligible.
Slight
No,
fractions that
bullshit.
reach the Rayleigh criterion.
No, they don't
that
reach
pass
the Rayleigh
that limit,
criteria.
and then
know
they
about
blend
Rayleigh
in with the
criteria.
They
horizon.
don't
And
reach
because
the
they're closer
Rayleigh
to the ground
criteria.
takes up the space in your pixel space, or
They're
whatever
not
you want to
reaching.
call it.
They're not reaching the Rayleigh criteria. You can still see the freaking
They all-
containers.
What is the-
Everything reaches the Rayleigh criteria at some point. Just like
No, yeah,
license
when it
plates
gets far, when it
away from you.
disappears into a
It
tiny
reaches the
dot.
Rayleigh criterion point before the car ever disappears, right? You can't
But
read them anymore. The
no,
numbers are too
this
close together. Pretty soon you
not
can't even tell where the
perspective.
license plate is.
This is not perspective. You can try to make it perspective, but it's
Perspective.
not
Everything
perspective.
about perspective is angles subtended to your eye, and they
No.
compress.
This
They
is
get
just lemon
narrower and compress everything with distance.
This is a freaking lemon optics.
And your field of view compresses by lowering your elevation. So you've got two things going. You got angles to objects that get smaller because the angles become smaller with distance, and then you've got the field of
difference is
view.
nothing.
If you're low to the ground, that is limited also.
Where is this
The
field of
difference
That's
view?
why going high, you see
NASA,
further.
can you please stop? You're not going to educate it. Can you please tell me, Gary, where is this field of view in the Rayleigh criterion formula?
The Rayleigh criterion affects all points because it's every time you have everything is compressing, it's squishing, right? Telephone poles at a distance look much
Squishing, there
smaller
we
than
go.
telephone pole close by, so they're squishing, aren't they? They're
No,
squished in your field
Squishing
of
is
view.
not squishing is not involved in this. Squishing is
Compressing.
something
You
lemon
still
made
trying
up.
to educate
It's
him.
compressing the same as smooching or squishing. Compressing. I don't care which word you like or don't like. It's all the same. They work the same.
This is
Things look
lemon
smaller with
optics.
distance. They're
You're
compressing
just-
in your field of view.
You're just puking back lemon bullshit to us.
So it's not bullshit. Do things
is.
appear smaller with distance?
Not relative like this, not the bottom. The bottom won't
Do
change.
they appear smaller with distance?
Yes, but they appear
Okay, so they're
uniformly
what? They're
smaller across
compressing?
distance.
Are they compressing or
No, they're not
squishing?
compressing. No,
Yes,
they're
they
not.
are. And that way, and you lose all kind of individual detail then on stuff when it's squishes.
That does not
Because you can't
explain.
resolve it anymore. All those parts are
That
getting too
does
small to
not
resolve.
explain
what's
why the
below
bottom
it's gonna
disappears
squish up
first,
to
you
it. What's above
moron.
it's going to squish down to it. And so you got all that squishing
No.
going on. It's all based on angles
No.
and field of view. You
It would
guys can deny it all you want,
equally.
and I know you're going to deny it. That's
It'll
all you guys got
disappear
left is
equally.
nuh-uh.
You know nothing about optics. You've got nuh-uh because you're trying to explain this using a concept that Lemon made the fuck up without any evidence. You know nothing of optics.
I literally have evidence.
Well-
The evidence is everywhere. Things squish. I'm sorry, but things appear smaller.
Not-
They compress with distance. And the
Yes.
bottom compresses up towards the eye level. What's below
that
the eye
is-
level of any object moving away from you will compress up
Got
to your
it.
eye level. What's above your eye level will compress down to it. I gotta go. I
Yeah.
really gotta
That's
finish my
bullshit.
paperwork.
That's appreciated. Gary and NASA.
It's real. It's
If you come
reality.
back, when you come back, and NASA, if NASA is here too, you guys gotta take turns, step back, and
I'm
allow.
sorry, this guy's complete and total.
It's
piece-
all right. I feel you, but you gotta control yourself a little bit.
Just
It's people
puking
don't
back,
appreciate when it's a lot of yelling in between and talking over in between because of disagreement. We all gonna disagree, of course, but we cannot keep interrupting like that, man. Annoying. All right, back to the memes. Satellites, very simple on flat Earth. There you go. Farmer's Boy, there's your satellite. What do you think?
How do we know it's a satellite?
Because I tell you why. Because Thomas told me so. Thomas posted this on November 13, and he says satellites. Very simple. Sat N plus a light. Thomas, say it. Therefore, satellite. Is that fair?
Yeah,
People agree with him. Flat Earthers agree with him.
of course I do.
It looks about right. It looks about like against reality, you know.
I mean, from that view, that could be anything, but I don't deny that satelloons do exist, but just like bikes existing doesn't disprove the existence of motorcycles, satelloons' existence do not disprove the existence of satellites.
That's making too much sense, man. I need you to retract that statement. It's
No.
making too much sense. Damn it. Oh, man. If this was real, Chicago skyline from Indiana would be hidden by 1,400 plus feet of Earth curvature. Says Wayne. Is that true? Because Wayne said so? Okay. More memes. I need more memes. Hey, there you go. Punch a train.
It's zooming.
Hmm?
I don't know what they're trying to show us there. It looks to me like it's going down over the horizon right there.
Yeah, me too. It's showing the Earth curvature. Very beautiful. Not too bad at all, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. At least a flat earther tried, you know. Another flat earther tried to, you know, replicate soundless observations. Just this video clip proves there's no manipulation of the footage whatsoever. And I never thought about this. Some flat earthers still believe that there's manipulation of the soundless footage, which is unbelievable. When I have done that, and many other flat earthers have done that, going over there in the same spot, and we get the same observation, you know. Yeah, well done, Captain John Sheehan. There you go. Ooh, this is a lot of memes right here in one. I'm not even gonna go there. It's too complicated. Now this is something like this is something for NASA Shield right here. During a total solar eclipse, stars seem to move. General relativity says the starlight bends around the sun. But I think that when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, the magnetic pull of the earth from the sun is weakened and causes it to move further from the sun, decreasing the viewing angle and allowing you to see stars that otherwise will be unseen, or changing the relative position of the star. I have no idea what this is trying to show.
I think that they're describing gravitational lensing.
Mm.
Which we have seen. Yeah.
Okay. So they're showing very good evidence of the globe here, right?
Correct. Yep.
Now, what will be the statement of Casey Cat? Could use some help with insight on an accurate response. This is my very smart expose. He refuses to consider our reality as a level. We debate sometimes about the topic, and this is his take on Einstein theory of relativity. Yeah, she don't even know how to address this, and neither are any flat earthers. There are 2 comments in here. I'm just curious about the 2 comments that were posted over here.
I get the feeling that she didn't even understand what it was.
Yeah, probably not.
And hence why X.
Till I say the moon doesn't turn up for a solar eclipse. It has been filmed or photographed approaching the sun prior to the eclipse and leaving the sun after the eclipse, even using filters on camera's telescope. Ask them for proof the moon is the cause of the eclipse. Whoa. If this theory is even plausible, the moon between the sun and the earth lessens the gravitational pull of the sun on the Earth, then it would assume blah 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 blah. It's bullshit. A lot of bullshit. The Chinese culture, even their currency is based on the flat Earth model. but because Captain John says that, he's the admin, so I gotta believe him. Is that good? He's the authority on telling me, posting this stuff. Oh, it's a GIF. It doesn't move. Oh my, Matthew McConaughey. What's up with him? Sky ice. We had to wear thick, heavy going. Sky ice. What is this? Anybody knows?
Well, so it is true that ice that gets super compressed, it turns blue. I've never seen it that blue though.
They say it might be a piece of the dome.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
So this is a thick. There's a thick dome made out of this material. How does rockets go up then? Go past this. Is it transparent? Like you can go through it?
I mean,
Or
that
how
looks
high
like
it is?
they're actually in like an ice cavern right there. Do they think like a huge chunk of the sky just fell down? I don't understand.
I don't know, man. This is bullshit. Sometimes I just look at
Yeah,
whatever
like
they
in
post.
Chicken Little.
Go ahead.
Chicken Little. No one saw this cartoon.
Mm-mm.
Where a piece of the sky falls.
The sky's falling down. The sky's falling down. Chicken Little.
Shout out to Thurs, I hear you.
Yeah, I just joined, mate. But yeah, I don't know what the conversation is, but I did hear that mention to Chicken Wiccan. It's an ancient old children's sort of like conversation, sort of like learning you not to do that. It's a bit like Peter and the Wolf. If you cry wolf too many times, nobody comes. Chicken Wiccan cried the sky's falling down, and a lot of people didn't believe him, and the sky fell. Yeah, it's the same as Peter and the Wolf.
The sky didn't fall.
No, it didn't fall, but yeah, he kept telling people it was going to fall, and then they stopped believing him.
This is the statement of Captain John. He say, funny how a submarine engineer designed a submarine so no one has to work on the outside of the ship. Yet NASA couldn't figure this one out. And they showing a NASA astronaut over here working on some kind of a spacewalk. Hey, welcome to the globe. Thank you for showing evidence, right?
That is an insane statement. Yeah, because they never have to dry dock submarines ever. That never has to happen.
So are you saying they never have to go out in a diving suit from a submarine? Then why do they have all these access chutes from all different points on the submarine for people to go outside?
That's submarines. What about your car? You have a flat tire. Why do you need to go outside and change a flat tire? You can do it from the inside.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do they have all these double sealed chambers where you can climb up, seal it, fill it with water, and then open another hatch and go outside? Why would they have them if you're not meant to go outside?
Or any vehicle or an airplane. If an airplane break half flight, well, an engineer is not going to walk out in the air, mid-air, and fix it, but he can. But
that's the thing. On airplanes, Jose, you only have one door, and they never open it while they're flying. Whereas in a submarine, people can actually go up through one door, fill it with water, and then open another door and go outside. They have like chambers so they can get outside.
There's a system.
An airplane, yeah.
Well,
you also have that on satellites. You know what I mean? With people in them. The ISS the space station, they have the same thing. You go through a door, you seal it, you take the oxygen out, and then you open it, and then you go out into space. The same as a bloody submarine. Who thought that idea up?
Robin posted this video. I don't know what he's attempting to say, but he just posted a video clip over here. Plane over here. It's a bottle of water. It's a cup. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, doing a 360 loop-de-loop drive. Look at that. This is actually a cool test, right? Look at that.
Gravity debunked.
That probably is gravity debunked, because he did a 360 horizontal 360, and look, he's still able to pour the water in the cup as he's doing the loop. How can you explain that, Globis?
Yeah, that's absolutely. No, that's absolutely just G's. He's always turning with his nose down, and therefore the water's always going to pour towards the cup. It's just simply G's. You know what I mean? You've heard of, like, people in test planes have got to pull so many G's because they're turning their plane against normal flight. Not if you pull up, accelerate, or dive, you're going to hit G's. So yeah, he just knows how to do it so that the water pours in the cup. That's all.
What's the title? What Flev says?
Hold on, I'm in another tab really quick over here. The title, there's no title on this one in the bottom. Did any of you see Gravity? We needed necessary to draw water from the cup. Do you see Gravity? That's the title.
Well, they do say G's, as in you're pulling 5 G's, 3 G's, 8 G's, 9 G's when you're shooting up a rocket into space. You know what I mean? And what they're talking about G's is gravity. One gravity. So if you're pulling 9 G's, you're pulling 9 gravities. That makes it feel like somebody's jumping on your chest constantly, So, I mean, yeah, if you know how to fly an airplane with this, you could pull a maneuver which makes G's always pour down into that cup. But you could only do it for a few seconds, I imagine, like the vomit comet kind of airplane, and then you're going to have to change your attitude, you know what I mean? And then the water won't pour into the cup. So he must be a very experienced pilot to get that shot.
Wait, we got a powerful flat Earth tsunami destroys the heliocentric model. A flat Earth tsunami. Have anybody heard that term before?
No, but I heard about a red wave this year, and that didn't happen either. So it's probably nothing.
Jean's mine. Have fun, brother. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna switch quickly over here because Triple Croquet caught the ISS transit back on November with a 6-inch telescope and an iPhone. Let's see what we got. Let me look it. Oh, look at that. With a 6-inch telescope and an iPhone. This is a transit caught by Triple Croquet. It's very nice, man. With a small telescope and an iPhone, huh? That deserves a subscription. Thank you very much, man. Why doesn't it let me do the bell? This action is turned it's for kids. Okay. Thank you, Triple Croquet. For those who want to watch this video, leaving a comment and some feedback. There's a link in the YouTube. It's nice. What do you guys think? One more transit of the ISS, huh? One of many. A 10-inch telescope is not that expensive, right?
Depends. When you go expensive,
Cheap.
you get one for $1,000, $1,200.
Damn,
Just
that's
the
expensive.
telescope, just the tube.
Yeah. Oh no, that's pretty expensive. Yeah. It's really cool, man. Really cool. The orientation of the moon. The orientation of the moon looks similar to the orientation of the moon when I catch it here. Big transit. Very nice. Yeah, I never caught a transit of the ISS. I don't know. I don't know how. I really don't know how to catch it. Yeah, this page is silly, very silly. This Facebook page of a Flutter group. It's a lot of propaganda and a lot of memes and a lot of, I mean, just things that make no sense. I don't even know what this is. You can't tell it's real because it looks so fake. What is this? What is this video clip come from?
I don't think that's in space.
No, it looks fake.
He looks like he has a pivot point, so thinking he is actually on a wire.
Yeah, some kind of a TV show or something old school. Yeah. Definitely. But don't specify none of that because flat earthers will believe that this is something, you know, presented as real. Very strange approach they use. What is this brain? Well, they want to say that Antarctica is a brain now?
Yeah, I think that's
about what you see.
I think that's
just
definitely movie. That's like a movie, you know, a science fiction movie. So that can't be like that's it with it.
Yeah. Tinker.
Pareidolia is definitely the flat Earth friend.
Is it a brain thinker? You gotta love that, man. You gotta love that shit.
The thing is, right, that there's a huge amount of like old 50s, 60s driving movie, science fiction movies that are made on like a $10,000 or $20,000 budget, you know, and this is what a lot of people are finding now, that there's still this stuff hanging about and they're using it for the scientific, you know, NASA investigation. Some old movie from a drive-in that only like, you know, 100,000 people seen or something back in 1958, you know.
How about this one? Let's see what this one is. NASA left its 50 billion moon rocket exposed to Hurricane Nicole's powerful winds. What are they gonna do? Haul it and put it on the ground or something?
Now they have a hangar for it, but I'm not. I know that they put it back in the hangar for one of them at least. I think though they had to, you know, they weighed what the risk was versus the cost to put it up or bring it back out, and where exactly it was going to make landfall, whether it was really even a risk.
Mm-hmm. They say there's a dome and the water's above, but Flat Earth Files is telling me so I must believe him.
The thing is as well, you get these people saying NASA left this 50 billion or 50 million rocket on their launch pad during a tsunami or a tornado or something. And then, well, did they tell you what rocket it was, when it was left out? Was there a hurricane in the area at the time? They never even give you the information with you to check out whether it's true or not. They just say things. And then say, Yeah, you're not saying why would NASA do this? Well, give me some information and we can find out if NASA actually did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that picture definitely didn't show that rocket sitting out in a storm. So we don't even know. We don't even know if it left. Excuse me, it was out in a storm.
Yeah.
They've got the most expensive weather forecasting system in the world. And Europe has the next most expensive forecasting weather system in the world. Do you think they're going to put a rocket up there when they know there's a hurricane coming? I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. You know what I mean?
Wait, the best camera in the world. Which one is the best camera in the world? I want to know.
Depends what you want the camera for. Do you want to look at, the wilderness, vistas, or do you want to look at the smallest thing you've ever seen in the world? That takes different technologies, and camera technology I'm talking about, To focus something that an electron microscope exposes, probably different from photographing a rocket or a ship on the horizon,
This is a lie, they say. And I quote, we have been taught that the apparent orbit of the sun, planets, and stars, but not the moon around the earth, are all optical illusions. That it is in fact the earth beneath our feet which moves, and our eyes that deceive us. Very strange wording, but okay, I guess. Special exception is made for the moon, however, which is said to revolve around the earth just as it appears. Since we only ever see one side of the moon, we have been taught this because the moon's supposed 10.3 miles per hour west to east rotation combined and his 2288 miles per hour orbit of the earth just happened to be exact motion and speed necessary to perfectly cancel out the earth's supposed 1000 miles per hour east to west rotation and 67,000 miles per hour of the orbit of the sun, thereby creating the perpetual dark side of the moon illusion. Or really? Yeah, this is a lie, they say. How about that? I mean, this is a computer generated image, but whatever, man. There's so much bullshit in that comment. Gives me a headache to just think.
I mean, you can take a moon that's revolving slowly enough so that you only see a different part of the moon every 8 months or something. But eventually, over time, that moon is going to stop and you're going to see just the one side. I mean, we have projected this. We know that it works through the gravitational synchronization between Mars bodies in space. We have the mathematics to prove it. How can these people who say that this is weird say that it's weird? Because we see it on lots of other planets, lots of other bodies where they do sync up and have that rotation where...
This is the important question. Have you been taught that the apparent orbit of the sun, planets, and stars are all optical illusions? Nobody have that. I've never been taught that. Nobody have been taught that. Maybe flat earthers taught that to each other.
You might as well just say that nothing you see is real and everything is an illusion. You know what I mean? You might as well go right straight to the basics that nothing you see can be proved. So nothing you see is real. You can just imagine what you want and then have it if you can think hard enough.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is so much bullshit. All right.
By the way, I'm drinking whiskey tonight, Jose, right? So it should be fun if you're going to stay on for a bit longer.
It's all right. No, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'm really hungry. I need to get out and I'm gonna buy me some groceries today so I can cook for the next few days. Thank you for everybody who helped me out on PayPal. I was really broke, but gladly,
well, I just gave you a donation as well, Jose.
You gave me a little something. Thank you, brother.
Oh, something, mate.
I appreciate that,
there,
man.
you know what I mean? I'll chat to whoever wants to hang in afterwards, but yeah, that's cool.
Damn,
But
Ters.
well, no, I am drunk and I'm going to be my test self, you know, my drunken test self. I'm sorry, yeah.
Help you with moral compass, drink more alcohol. But Ters, that's like $60, bro. Dude, thank you. $58.
Well, that'll get your meal and get drunk, won't it?
Dude, thank you so much, man. That helps me a lot, man. Because I can do a little online shopping for Walmart and they'll deliver it here. I really need a bunch of stuff, and this will definitely help me out big time, bro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, Jose. I haven't been around for a while. You know, I've got difficult things going on in my own life. I got to deal with, and you know, I can't pop in as much as often as I could. But you know,
it's all right.
I'm happy to help him. Yeah.
No, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and yeah, it's a little low. I know. I think Blue Marble Science has been live, so most of my audience is over there. It's all right. You know, we can go there and troll him a little bit and support him. Probably put in the background and listen. Probably pop in the chat box. But yeah, I need to run, man. I'm gonna take care of the dogs and do some little bit of shopping for the next few days. And most probably I'm gonna be here tomorrow again. I've been steady, constant since Sunday. I've been here every day, and I hope that stays. I'm not sure on Saturdays. On the Saturday if I'm gonna be here, and I'm not sure on Tuesday if I'm gonna be here, but I will be more active as I've been this last week, as I'm supposed to do, come in every day for a few hours and having a place for people to come in and hang out and just have a laugh and a little bit of fun. It makes me feel good to have a place where we can come in and talk. Well, yeah, let me get out of here. Let me turn on my camera and see what's up. Stop screen sharing. Yeah, I am freaking starving. Eddie Boom Live. Gary Huevenga for next time. If I come in tomorrow, Gary, I will play some of your video clips and see, you know. There was the topic today. We're going to do a Gary Huevenga show tomorrow, but I will do it only if you can be here and talk to us, if that's possible. Let's do some final thoughts. Chaik, final thoughts. I'm not leaving until Chaik give me his final thoughts.
Yeah, I wonder why Chaik's not here, man. Chaik's always here. Chaik, wake up.
Probably in blues. Probably in blue. Traitor. Oh man. Let me actually do stuff. Are you watching my screen share? Stirs and Tinkerfield. Just you guys still here?
You cancelled the
I cancelled it. Yeah. I was gonna share, but no, I need to get out of here. I was gonna share blue, but I'll share a link for Blue Marble Science live stream. I don't know how much longer he's gonna stay there, but
can't you like people to like Blue's channel when you leave, and then they can all go there, you know, sort of like they're doing on Twitch. You know,
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Sure. And then we put it on there. When you're finished, we can go there. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah, that's the link.
And
in
tell
the
them that
chat
you
box.
sent us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Give me your final thoughts, Gary. Are you there for final thoughts? Snessley Wipes, are you there for final thoughts? Turs.
Yeah, I'm here for final thoughts, mate. Yeah.
Final thoughts, man.
I think they've already all went to Blue's channel and just just hanging out here. Right? No, yeah, I haven't been around for a while, right? As I said, I've been having family problems, medical problems with my mum and all that, and I'm dealing with that. So I've not been on the internet for quite a while. But I'm going to be coming back. We get things leveled out. Everything's seeming to go good, and I hope to come and share the fucktardiness that we get on the internet once again. Yeah.
Yep. I appreciate your support, Turs. Thank you very much, man, for the money, for real. And thank you for coming in. I miss you. I was thinking about you this past few days. I said, what the hell is Thirst? He should know that I'm live and he should pop in, but yeah.
Yeah, just busy, man. You know, busy with real life stuff, and you know, I know you know what it's like when your family need you. You know, you've got to be there for them, and you know, the internet. Yeah, it's what a little hobby of mine to be on the internet, chat to people. But you know, my family comes first, man.
So good, but I'm happy that you're fine. You know, it's not that you're all right. All right,
No, things are going good, you know, and I hope it's going the same for you, man. I hope things are going well for you and your family, mate. You know.
Very good. Thank you very much. Yeah, same to you. Tinkerfield, final thoughts.
I mean, I had a good time today. I don't think I'll be here tomorrow, but I hope you guys have a good time tomorrow too.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm happy. Hope you enjoy the little pictures and videos of the moon earlier. I think that was cool to share.
Yeah, for sure. It was great.
Thank you, everybody, here on Discord, and thank you, everybody watching on YouTube. If you made it this far, don't forget to come back to the comments when the video is up and rendered on YouTube. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. That way we can also click on your name, and it's easier to pop up in your channel, YouTube channel. If you got content, you want to share links and all the stuff, just follow the YouTube guidelines and don't break the protocol of YouTube, because YouTube is very, very, very picky and very sketchy of what they allow up on YouTube and the comments and all the stuff. Thank you for your support. Hit the like, share, subscribe, click on all the buttons. And one more time, merci. Thank you so much for everybody's support. I have my glasses hanging out here all day. When I was off camera, I was using it. Ugh. It's harder for me to use this to read, because to read is in this in the bottom part, you know, the bifocals. So I gotta kind of put my head up. So to read, to arm reach, it's okay. I can read very well like this. But if I needed to see something going on the streets, I needed to see in HD further away. It was a fun show today, indeed. Ben Delight, thank you so much. Shout out to Blue, shout out to whoever is having a live show out there, and I'm happy that you guys have options and places to go and have a little bit of fun and entertainment. Jose JG out! Boom. Thank you. Go to Blue now, everybody.
Blue later, man, but yeah,